Okay, so here we are again.
Mm-hmm.
We're background noise convos podcast. She just chimed in on the last word.
Sorry, I was in the middle of something. All right, go
She's on her phone.
Not paying attention.
I am Ice Hazelnut and
Grape Adler.
yay! And our topic for today is
cookies. Oh, Jesus, here we go again.
I have to say that this episode is dedicated to our dad, who passed away a few years ago, but he loved cookies. He was the original Cookie Monster, it seemed. He did love his cookies.
Yes.
So he wasn't, I don't think he was really big on sweets per se, in general, but he loved cookies, for sure. For sure. There always had to be some kind of cookie in the house. And he had to regulate, he had like, what was that called? Pre-diabetic, too. He was pre-diabetic, so it couldn't be too low, but, you know, he was good at watching his sweets there, so. Anywho. You want me to start?
Yeah.
Or do you want to start?
Yeah,
I'll start,
no.
okay? So, what I wanted to start with was, on Wikipedia, I looked up, my question was, what is the earliest cookie? And the thing that came up is the earliest recipe for a cookie was in 7 AD Persia, which is current day Iran.
Okay.
So there was a cookie recipe back in 7 AD, and based on sugarcane use, because you use sugar almost in every cookie, right? Recipe.
I think so. Yeah.
And Grapey is the baker. She loves baking cookies. And let's see. So my next thing that I looked up was under thecravery.com. What is the number one cookie in the U.S.?
Chocolate chip.
Yes,
Like
chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate
Correct.
chip cookie.
That's my favorite, too, I have to say. I love me a chocolate chip cookie.
It's a classic.
Under KCUR or KCUR.org, that's the Kansas City NPR. Which came first, the Oreo or the Hydrox? Thought that was interesting.
The Hydrox?
Hydrox came out in...
Yeah. No, now that I'm hearing it, I was like, I think I know. I've heard of that cookie.
Yeah, I've heard it, but I think they're more in the South, aren't they? Are they the South or the East? Something like that.
Something like that. I think they're a regional thing.
I've heard them, yeah. Hydrox came out in 1908, and Oreos were 4 years later. Let's see, what else did I was looking up stuff. So also coming back to the chocolate chip cookie. Homemade is the best usually. Any kind of, I think, homemade cookie is the best. And under that, I love the Aldi's Chips Ahoy dupe.
Gross.
Grape hates
I don't like Chips Ahoy.
the
I
hard
don't
cookies.
Like
hard cookies. She likes the soft cookies. I prefer.
Well, not so much I hate hard cookies. I just don't like Chips Ahoy or the
you
dupes.
don't?
Yeah,
No.
I've never liked Chips Ahoy. Even the chewy ones. I don't know.
She
Something
likes
about
soft
it.
cookies. Yeah. Also, I was trying to look up when the chocolate chip cookie was invented, and I guess you had. I think you had said something about there's always been a chocolate chip recipe and.
Yeah, there had been an early one before the Toll House one.
Yeah.
Which was
But Ruth Graves Wakefield invented the Toll House cookie. And that was named after her and her husband's lodge called...
The Toll House Cookie Inn.
Yes, the Toll
In
House
1938.
Yep.
But there are some iterations.
Right.
And technically it was not chocolate chip. They were chocolate chunks, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Technically, but they called it chocolate chip.
Right.
So, because the chips didn't come... I forgot when the chips came in later when they started manufacturing it.
Right.
So.
And that's the thing, like the other day we were at Aldi's and I'm like, ooh, I saw some, like, premium chocolate chips.
They're premium, yeah.
They usually have a regular semi-sweet, you know, you can, and she always tries to have at least one bag on hand.
Yeah, if not that, the milk chocolate.
Yeah, yeah. And you haven't made cookies in a while. Plus, it's getting warmer, so...
Yeah.
It's less.
Well, you asked me, she's like, why didn't you make cookies this year for Christmas? Or last year, I should say.
Yeah.
That's because we were sick. We had COVID.
We were sick. Yeah, we were sick.
We were in the COVID.
She usually does some types of a couple cookies. And yeah, we couldn't spend Christmas with my other brother and the little guy and his wife, so...
Yeah, he got sick.
Yeah.
Not COVID, he just got sick.
Yeah, he was sick too. He was sick with
cold.
Bad
Flu.
cold,
Yeah, he had a bad flu.
Yeah.
So
that sucked, but...
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, but the premiums, they were more like chunks, right? at Aldi.
Yeah, they're
So,
more like chunks,
yeah.
not little round nibs.
That would be interesting. I don't think I would have to have as many.
If they have them still.
Yeah, if you like, I think they're part of the permanent baking line.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think if you like the more chocolate, then
yeah.
But I think I would maybe use half of it because they're big chunks.
Yeah, they seem like big chunks, at least from the picture.
Or you could sit there and if you're really like picky about it, is place them. People like to place them.
Oh,
so
true,
they're not
true.
so they balance. So
yeah. Let me continue on with just what the cookies I really like.
Okay, go ahead.
I used to hate sugar cookies. You know, especially we'd only get the store-bought ones, but Grape makes great sugar cookies where they're not super dry. That's what like puts me off to some you know, of the cookies you buy in the store is that they're too dry. And the Loft House are the only two sugar cookies I like. Your cookies
and the Loft
and the Loft House sugar cookies.
Surprising because they could be quite dry unless you get like a good batch. Otherwise, if they're too stale, they're gross.
Oh, fresher.
Yeah,
and they sell out so quick.
They do. So
I think they've learned, and they don't make as many batches at a time, so they sell out quickly.
So they don't have them sitting there.
Sitting
around. They will get. So, do you know where they were pioneered by the sugar cookie?
Where?
German Protestants that settled in Nazareth, Pennsylvania in the mid-1700s, also known as the Nazareth cookie.
Oh, nice.
So, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I also love oatmeal, plain or iced. They're delicious. And that made me think of, I didn't write it down, but the oatmeal, plain or iced, the animal crackers, plain or iced, are so good, too.
I like them plain.
When I was a kid, I loved them.
Unless it's the Mother's, that's kind of dipped in that, like, I guess
icing?
It's iced. White chocolate icing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, every once in a while, you can't have too many. They can be quite sweet.
Yeah, the sweet.
You can't have too many of those.
Chocolate macadamia nut. Oh, so good.
Sausalito. That's my favorite.
The chocolate macadamia, when I first tried it, I think was Subway. Used to have a good one. And they used to have one that you used to love was
sugar cookie.
The sugar cookie from there.
But they discontinued it. They don't sell it at all anymore.
Another store-bought one that I used to love is the molasses Archway. Archway makes a lot of good cookies, let me tell you. They make a good lemon cookie without it tasting clean, like cleaner, yeah. They make a pretty good one, yeah. And some other cookies, too. And
Speaking of fudge, we're not sponsored by any of these people.
Oh, yeah, we're not sponsored by any
companies.
Yeah, we're talking about our favorites. Fortune cookies are okay. I mean, we always get them free.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought any.
I think I might have bought it once. They had them
just to try them
in the international section at Woodman's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
because they're fun reading the fortune too, and they don't taste bad. They're just a plain. What would you call it? What type of cookie would that be? Like a
it's not quite type? It's not quite a biscuit. It's not quite a wafer either.
Yeah,
maybe like an in between.
It's harder than a wafer.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It's like almost like a cookie cracker.
Oh yeah,
Kind of tastes like like a little harder than a wafer, but.
And I also like the peanut butter blossom cookies, or the kiss. They also call them kiss cookies, I guess.
Yeah, peanut butter kiss.
Yeah.
So
they're a little peanut butter, and they're not too peanut buttery. At least the ones I've bought and made, because I've made them before too. I used to bake more, but not as much now.
Yeah.
But because Grapey really took on especially the cookie, and I have made bread. I will make homemade bread and all that. But
your nephew has requested many times.
But okay, go ahead. Now your turn, and then I have a few more. But go ahead.
I have the sponge that I like, which is the marshmallow. Is it shortbread? Yeah, shortbread.
The Mexican. Yeah, the Mexican. We get it at the Mexican store.
Yeah,
Mexican market.
Yeah. Or the Arc Orias. I think it's. I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
Where is it?
It's right here. I don't know if you can read my handwriting.
Ow! Arcorias or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
They've had that. I probably have had that, but I love the sponge more.
Sponge is the brand name?
It's the brand, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's a marshmallow covered with coconut and a shortbread cookie. It's usually a little like fruit jelly or something in the middle. Yeah, I like
pretty
those.
Good.
Well, I could only ever get those when our parents went to Texas or Mexico for a long time, and then once we got more Mexican stores up here, Mexican markets
to specialize in.
Yeah, or even actually Walmart carry them now. In the Mexican aisle. So
true.
I like an Oreo. That's one of the few. Aldi's usually a hit with me, but with the misses, it's the Chips Ahoy, which I don't like the brand name either, and the Oreo. I'd rather have a real Oreo.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't really care for their Oreo.
I like the Aldi ones.
Yeah. So
I don't know what it is about Oreos. I only eat them.
Yeah.
And I that's why I only usually have one because I love the middle.
Yeah.
And then I force eat the outsides because I don't want to waste the cookie. So usually I can only have one.
I think technically though they call that a wafer too.
Right. But when I have the Aldi one, I'll eat the whole thing. I'll eat two of them. So, and I don't have to eat the middle first.
Well, the vanillas are okay, but I don't like the chocolate.
You know why I don't eat the middle first on the dupe?
Why?
Because they don't have as much filling.
Yeah, they don't have as much filling.
Yeah, it's a thinner filling.
Maybe that's why I don't like them. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, but Oreo was introduced by Nabisco in 1912.
Wow.
And since then, Nabisco is now owned by Mondelez in 2012. So it's been...
And they have a Mondelez in Naperville, right? I think
yes.
Plants?
Yeah, there's a plant in Naperville.
Yeah.
And then Oreo also is available in 100 countries.
Wow.
And the Asian countries have the most interesting flavors. We have green tea, lemon ice, orange ice cream, and then in China is a white peach oolong tea.
Oh, wow.
Flavored Oreo.
Wow.
So my favorite birthday cake, s'mores.
Oh.
Those are my go-tos.
Birthday cake and s'mores? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh yeah, they came out with different flavors. Yeah, the black and white cookie wasn't too bad. So, like literally like the black and white cookie. But anyway, go on.
Nice. What is the one? Did one come out recently that was multicolored?
Was it Galaxy?
Oh, okay. Is that the newest one we've seen? I think
it was like kind of almost like, what do we call those? Galaxy colors, and then it had popping rocks, like pop rocks.
Oh,
so
ew.
yeah.
I don't know about that. Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
Oh yeah, Milano. I like the
Milano.
No, I don't like the mints.
Oh,
I
mean
either. The mints are okay. The mints are okay, but I rather just.
I don't like mint
one.
flavored stuff. But
Introduced by Pepperidge Farm in 1957 as part of their European collection. Mm-hmm. It's 2 biscuits with milk chocolate sandwich in between, and they have whole different iterations. Mm-hmm. The mint's okay, but I like the one if I'm gonna have a different one with the candy cane for Christmas. Those are good. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, we talked about the sugar cookie and the chocolate chip cookie were my other two.
Right, okay.
So, that's all for me.
But what's your favorite? Or you haven't gotten to it yet?
I don't know. I think I like a sugar cookie the best.
Sugar cookie the best?
I say a sugar frosted, so.
Gotcha. Is that all you got then?
I was going to talk about crumble.
Oh, yeah.
Crumble cookies.
All right. Do you want to continue or do you want me to go?
Well, that's all right, because you already touched on the chocolate chip and the sugar cookie. You already talked about that, so. Okay.
All right. Well, let me tell you my other favorite cookies then. Biscotti, which it's also called Cantucci, I guess. It's an Italian almond biscuit, originally from Prato, which is a Tuscan city. Mm-hmm. They call it a biscuit, but I consider it a cookie.
Yeah, but cookies are called biscuits in Britain.
And
I think in Europe,
just in Europe in general.
Europe in general too, yeah. Okay. In the UK and the Europe.
So, but I really like biscotti. And then the other thing I was looking because I came across this and I really like them. The Mexican wedding cookie or crescent cookies too are good. Mm-hmm. No, the crescent cookies. And there's another third one that I was like, what was it called? They're very similar.
Russian tea cakes. Now, when I was looking up the crescent and the Mexican wedding cookie, here are the differences that I found. So, over at anitalianinmykitchen.com, they had a crescent cookie recipe, and I looked it up, and it's butter, salt, sugar, nuts, and those nuts are either almonds, cashews, walnuts, or hazelnuts. They use in their crescent cookies. Flour and confectioner's sugar, which is a powdered sugar. And as far as Mexican wedding cookies, underthenut.com, I found a recipe, and their recipe, the ingredients were pecans, unsalted butter, confectioner's sugar, again, or powdered sugar, flour, and salt. And it seemed like, I think, is that about the same or maybe a little less ingredients than the crescent cookies? Yeah. So, I think they're different just from varying degrees of measurements.
Yeah, probably. Because, the Mexican wedding cookies, it says pecans. And the crescent cookies, out of the 4
nuts mentioned, none of those are pecans. So that's the big difference.
Yeah.
So I always like those, and I like the Mexican wedding cookies. And the Russian ones, I don't think I've ever.
Are very similar to the Mexican wedding cookies.
Are they okay? Yes. I don't think I've ever had one. Have you? Or made them?
They're exactly the same.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They call them all different things.
Okay.
To me, I'm pretty sure they're exact. They use pecans and they roll it in powdered sugar and everything. So
okay. So oh, and then you had mentioned Oreos, and I like the blondes when I do have some of those, and or the Aldi dupes, the vanilla ones. And then I love when you make pan cookies. The homemade. Oh, she makes such good pan cookies. They're so good.
Bars,
yeah, or bars, yeah. Cookie bars, whatever you want to call them. And then the other thing that Grape makes excellent is Madeleines from scratch. Madeline, what are the ingredients for that? Is it a lot or no?
No, I don't even remember. Let me look
it's been a long time since she's made them.
Yeah, because I can only make them because I only have one pan. And that's with any pan, you need to let them cool off. And if you don't let them cool off, then they don't come out right. So They stick and
Gotcha. But they're really good.
It really helps if I know how to spell that correctly. There we go.
What would you consider them as close to another cookie as not a butter cookie?
No, because they're more spongy.
Oh, spongy. Okay.
So, here it says, how are Madeleines different from cakes?
Okay.
And because they almost do have a cake, almost like a pound cake, because they don't really like a cookie. And the reason they're individual molds that they're made in those clamshells,
right?
Where a cake's just one,
right.
They're individual little, so that's why they're not considered cakes.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
They're not as thick.
French butter cake, technically, or a cookie, but we call them cookies. We consider them cookies.
So close to a butter cookie.
Yeah. So it's butter, egg, vanilla extract, salt, white sugar, flour, lemon zest, and then there's sugar for decoration if you want.
Okay,
so
the lemon zest. That's what brightens the cookie.
It's really it's really the it's the mold more than anything. So.
Another thing I wanted to talk about too was Girl Scout cookies.
Oh yeah, Girl Scout.
So growing up, I was never a Girl Scout.
Neither was I.
But we did buy the cookies. Of course.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember what my favorite would have been, and I did. We'd get only two boxes usually.
Yeah.
You know, my mom would like to support the Girl Scouts, and she'd get
they were kind of expensive. Yeah. So. Well, I like the mint ones.
The Thin Mints?
The Thin Mints, thank you. So, I'll look at
I'm trying to remember. Whatever chocolate chip, if they had a chocolate chip one, that's what I would like. And I'm trying to remember, because it's been such a long time since we even bought them. You can even buy them in the stores now, right?
Mm-hmm. They have, let me see if I could just go on this, because they have a little listing here. Mm-hmm. They have Samoas, but they don't call them that anymore.
Are those with the
coconut and the stripes?
Those are okay.
The Do-si-dos, which are crisp and crunchy oatmeal cookies with the peanut butter filling.
The peanut butter would have thrown me off.
Yeah.
No.
The Thin Mint.
No.
Tagalongs, that's another popular one because that's peanut butter coated in whatchamacallit.
No.
Trifolds? Is that how you say it? It's basically a shortbread cookie.
Okay.
And then, and these are the newer ones. They have a s'more, a lemon, and Venturefuls. So, but they change. Those are kind of the base ones.
Yeah.
But they change. So.
I think we used to get Samoas because it wasn't a huge peanut butter taste, right?
No, those are coconut.
Or coconut. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said they had peanut butter in them. No.
No, that's the Do-si-dos.
Okay, it was the Samoas then. Samoas, is that what you call them? Samosas?
Yeah.
Is it samosa?
No, it's Samoa. But I think they changed the name since. Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah. I don't think anybody liked the Thin Mints other than you.
I liked the Thin Mints.
Right.
But we never got them. I only ever got them when other friends had them because you guys didn't like them.
Yeah.
So. And you're like, you're not supposed, you weren't about to get a whole box for me.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
I can't find any because they're pretty. Oh, here we go. I do have Adventurefuls are brownie inspired cookie with a caramel cream with a hint of sea salt. That's a newer one. That's what that looks like.
No, I've never seen that.
And then they do have they have a caramel chocolate chip.
Okay.
That's gluten free. That's new. Oh, they call them caramel delights now instead of Samoas. So
I would try those.
Do-si-dos, s'more, lemonade.
We don't know a lot of little kids, especially a lot, or even if we did, it's like ones that before they grew up. Like a lot of my little girl cousins, I don't think any of them were in Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. So yeah, but they have a couple new ones. Like they have one that's gluten free, and
we just buy them like you know how they sometimes they're at like at stores outside of stores or get
stores,
one or two. So you know, excuse me, support the Girl Scouts.
Oh my.
Okay.
Are you though?
I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite cookie to make? Or first of all, what cookies have you made from scratch?
I don't even know. I made so many.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate chip, oatmeal, the peanut butter blossoms, peanut butter cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I made what's called a hot chocolate cookie, which is a deep chocolate cookie with a marshmallow baked inside.
Ooh.
And then what was the other? I made the
Madeleines?
meringues,
Uh-huh.
the meringues.
Mm-hmm.
I've made other ones. I just can't remember because I think I just tried them once, but
Yeah, just to try them.
just to try them.
Yeah.
But they try the try and true,
Right.
the chocolate chip.
I would
oatmeal.
love to try to make
Espresso, the espresso,
that's
the
right.
chocolate like the coffee cookies.
Mm-hmm.
You just add instant espresso.
I'd love to try my hand at making macarons.
Oh my goodness!
So
It's just trying to get the feet.
yeah.
So,
It seems easy, but
yeah,
you have to get the right consistency. Make sure
and the right size.
your ingredients are on point.
They have mats for that, or you could always just do it with on parchment paper and draw it, and then
do
you
the
just,
circles. Yeah,
you do it with but you turn them over so you could see them, so you're not getting lead in your food.
Right.
And then slide. I don't know. You can just put them in there. You don't have It doesn't matter if you have the lead on there, so put them in the whatchamacallit oven.
Right. What's your you said your favorite cookie was
the sponge.
The sponge.
The Mexican one, yeah. That
to eat and your favorite cookie to make? For funsies?
For funsies.
Well, chocolate chip is so easy.
Yeah, chocolate chip's really easy.
And they're good. She makes them very
the
good.
wafer was kind of interesting because that's when I had the KitchenAid. Not wafer. The Madeline.
Oh, it's wafer. I love wafer cookies too.
Not Madeline. What is it called? Meringue.
Oh,
the
meringue.
meringue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just you got to be careful with that because you can over dry them when you bake them. So for the most part, that was kind of cool because I've never made cookies like that. Just egg whites. So and I think vanilla. I put vanilla in there, and then I would say
I like those cookies that are dipped in chocolate. Sometimes we get those from Aldi's too, or they have a chocolate coating all around. You know what I'm talking about? And don't they have marshmallowy in the middle?
I was saying the marshmallow. Yeah, I think they're just chocolate
like
marshmallow.
Like the do-si-dos, right?
No, it has peanut butter inside.
Which ones are the ones with the marshmallow in the middle? I thought you were telling me, No?
Oh, that's the TV. I saw someone was ringing the doorbell.
No.
That's the TV.
No, because the dog would have been gone apeshit.
Well, I mean, a marshmallow that's a totally different cookie.
Oh.
It's just like...
well, that's one you made with marshmallow.
Yeah, I made it with marshmallow.
Okay.
I think it's like... I don't even know if it has like a base. And they put marshmallow and then they enrobe it in chocolate. Then you get those from Aldi. So, and we haven't gotten those in a while.
Are good.
Yeah,
they're just sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I can only eat one of those.
Yeah.
And they're not that big.
They're not that big and they don't put that many in there. Because I think they're time-consuming to make. So because there's a couple different components.
Yep.
What's your take on crumble? Oh, wait. Before we... what's your favorite cookie to eat?
Oh, chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Definitely chocolate chip.
Have you ever made any other kind of cookie? I think biscotti, right? What's your favorite?
I think I might have. I don't remember making it, but if you say so, it's just been a long time since I made. Like I used to make stuff from scratch a lot. Like I've made pies from scratch. I've made German chocolate cake from scratch. Cake, just plain regular cakes from scratch too. It's been a while. Usually we do box cake. If we want to do a homemade cake, we usually do a box cake.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and then the ones where what are those? The Toll House ones where you get them frozen and then you cut them.
Take and bake.
So my mother never made. The only thing from scratch she made was Mexican food, of course.
Yeah.
And I have to say, she made burgers. She made American food very, very well too. But was not the baker.
She's better at cooking than
she
is
would
at
get
baking.
the Toll House and cut it.
So she didn't have the patience
spoon
for
them
it.
out. Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually just tired
Yeah.
too. If you're gonna do all that cooking,
Yeah.
'Cause cooking does take a lot out of you.
I'm watching 4 Rugrats.
So
So
what's your take on crumble?
Crumble's okay. It's just gonna be very sweet.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet, but I like them. Yeah.
What was your favorite that we've gotten? Because we've gotten a couple times. So that we've had so
I like
far.
the one with the Biscoff cookie on it.
Yes.
Was that what it's called? Yeah, Biscoff.
I like the hummingbird cake.
That was good too.
That was a good one. That
but
was a
very
really
sweet.
good one. Yeah,
that one was
sweet.
very sweet.
It's very light though, so
And chocolate chip. Their chocolate chip was so good.
They have, because it's Monday, so they have Mondays.
I can never have a whole one though.
Well, Mondays now they have the minis.
Oh, that's right.
So, and they're
only on Mondays. Only on Mondays.
they only do it on Mondays. I think
Oh.
it'd just be too hard to do both sizes all the time.
All the
so,
time. Gotcha.
and they, from what I looked, because I looked, I was just curious to see how much they were at our local one, and they are $9.99 for a 4-pack or a 3-pack or something like that. Or usually a 4-pack is like $16.
Oh, wow.
I think so. I mean, it's a pretty good price, especially if you don't want that much. Because I there's no way I could eat
We
it.
usually get the what? You get the 4-pack.
I usually get the 4-packs,
And then what we do, because they're so big, we cut them
just cut them in
fourths or maybe
six.
Yeah, because and then we can each taste a little of each cookie. But I can never eat a whole one of those.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't. Watching my sugars. I have to watch my sugars.
I was like, I could eat a whole one. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I could
Yeah.
eat a whole one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's your favorite?
the hummingbird?
Oh, the hummingbird.
The hummingbird,
okay.
yeah. Hummingbird
That's
cake
right.
cookie, they call it.
Yeah.
So, I haven't tried any of the cakes yet. So,
Yeah.
And they're not that much. I think they might be $1 more, but I haven't
You've
tried
never
any
made
yet.
a lemon cookie from scratch?
I don't think I've ever made one from scratch. So no.
You've made oatmeal. I like the oatmeal. And yeah, the chocolate chip definitely. And what she does too sometimes is if you make extra, you can freeze it.
Yeah.
Right, freeze the
If
dough.
you freeze it, you can freeze it up to 6 months, I think. And
I
then
believe
whenever
so, yeah.
whenever you want to use it, you just put it in your fridge like overnight to let it thaw out, and then you can bake it the next day. So, and cookies are usually better when you put them in unless it says not to, in the refrigerator for at least 10 minutes to an hour.
Right.
Overnight's better though.
Right.
So because then they don't lose their shape where you're rolling them out, and they get a little more firmer. Because if you do it right out of when you're done mixing, because they're kind of hot, and you put them in a hot oven, they tend to deflate. They'll just be flat. So, little tip from me to you.
Pro tip.
Yeah, pro tip. Well, not about pro, but yeah, tip.
Well, she's been making them for a while. She's baked cookies for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
So. What cookies did they used to have at your old job? She used to work at a place where they had a mermaid for a logo.
They had chocolate chunk.
Okay.
And then in Christmas they had the either polar bear or the.
Oh, it's a polar bear.
It was a sugar cookie with icing.
Oh, okay.
And I think there was some kind of little lemon in it because just to preserve it.
Did yours had the stuff with the cranberry and
You're thinking
peppermint?
You're thinking of the cranberry bliss bar.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't peppermint. That was cranberry
okay.
bliss.
Okay.
It's a bar. Yeah, I guess it could be a cookie if you really think, but that's more of a bar. It was a dessert bar, but that was very popular. Popular. Or they had a penguin
Well, that was the most popular dessert.
in Christmas time.
Oh, well, how about in general? Do you think? Because you worked there quite a few years.
Probably just a chocolate chip cookie or the cake pops when they came in.
Oh,
'Cause I was there when they came in, so and those which sell out on us. It was very rare. It had to be a slow time that we had
any
cake
left
pops
over.
left over. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Because I think they had them for special for like 2 for $5 at one point or 2 for $3.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they would, and we had a soccer field by us.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And they would have.
Kids would come in all the time.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did little kid or not super little, but younger kids like I'd say in the 12, 13, 14 range, getting coffee?
Yeah.
Really?
If their parents allowed them to,
Supervised or unsupervised, either or.
Either or.
Wow.
If they wanted to buy it, they would buy it. So
Wow.
usually
it's not like cigarettes where you cancel.
Right. Usually you can't. Usually they would come in and they're like, "I want to try this, but I don't want the coffee." And then they had the cream.
Gotcha.
We had a cream base, but sometimes they would. I'm like, "This has coffee." They're like, "That's fine." I'm like, "Okay." Like a caramel frappuccino, they want to try it because it's like the trendy thing.
Right.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So.
I always wanted to ask you that, and I just kept forgetting. It's
Yeah,
like, huh.
I didn't really keep tabs of it because I'm like, they're not my kids.
Right. And as long as they leave,
Right, exactly.
they're not like bing, bing, bing,
Like that
bouncing off the walls.
Like that sign, if you leave your child unsupervised, we give them a espresso and a puppy.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I think that's about it this time for cookies. If we think of anything else cookie related, we might do another one, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But pretty much that's it. That's our take on cookies. The cookies we love, the cookies we've made.
Sometimes
any cookies you ever would want to try. Well, I want to try to make the macarons, like I said, but
try to make or try to eat.
Try to both.
No, I don't think so.
How about try to make for you any cookies?
You know what I like to try to make one year is they're like shortbread or sugar cookies, and then you like make you divide.
Are they the checkerboard?
No, not checkerboard. They do what is that called? They're Jolly Ranchers.
Oh!
And you divide them up and then you melt them so they look like stained glass. Yeah, I like to try that.
You know what? I've done that before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, when I was younger. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
we learned in
home ec.
We
didn't get to learn. We learned how to make caramel apples. So we didn't.
Hey, that's cool.
So.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
All right.
Catch you later.
Bye.